Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's me, John. Back for a little vlog. It is Sunday. Sunday. It is Sunday. And yes, I've just thought to just make a vlog. It's a new week, another vlog. And yeah, this weekend, well, obviously I've been working as per. It was, back to normality, like I said in the last vlog. But no, it's been a good weekend. It's actually been a pretty good weekend. I managed to finally start the live streams on my main channel. So yeah, I did a live stream Friday just gone, Friday evening. It was really good. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was a simple thing. Obviously, my live streams don't usually have a main purpose, really. They're just a way for me to catch up with people in real time. Catch up with people I haven't seen for ages. But yeah, it was good. I got one of the people that was watching along was a newly subscribed person that had subscribed to me. They apparently had started following my main channel. They started following me after the convention I went to in Nottingham last year, back in October. Me, Sam and Lawrence went to a little convention in Nottingham like I said, in October last year, and apparently this person now they've come across us or something, or come across my channel or something. So yeah, started following me and subscribed to my channel, and I actually had a little conversation with that individual, which was really cool. And then Mr. Adam White, he came on. Jason, Wendy, well, Jace was talking along, but obviously Wendy was present as well. Jace and Wendy, my good friends off of Facebook and everything, they enjoy my videos, my vlogs, my main channel stuff, live streams, pretty much anything that I do on YouTube or social media. They're usually pretty, always there, really. So yeah, they came on as well. But yeah, there was about 3 or 4 people, maybe 3 or 4 people actively chatting along in the chats. So yeah, managed to have a pretty good conversation, really. At one point we were talking about Linkin Park, talking about toys, talking about geeky stuff, music, pretty much a good majority of different things, really. And it ended up being a pretty good little stream. That lasted about an hour and a half, give or take. I think it was about an hour and, yeah, just shy of an hour and a half altogether. But yeah, that is something I want to do going forward. I want to start doing live streams again. I don't think I'll be doing them every single week. I want to try and maybe do them as kind of like a thing every fortnight. I don't want to shoot myself too much I don't want to kind of like try and concrete myself down too much with certain things, because things can change, you know what I mean? If I start to schedule things and make it an actual thing every single week or what have you, or make it a definite thing, it might not work out. And it might end up kind of being messed up and everything. So going forward, I'm just going to literally I'm not going to promise anything until I am 100% sure. I'm just going to simply just go about things. If I've got the time, if I am free, then I will be doing a live stream. Obviously there won't be a live stream this coming Friday because I'm not in. I'm actually going out on Friday, next weekend, or weekend coming, next Friday. Yeah, so going to see Steve Steinman again at Hull New Theatre on Friday, Friday next week. And so yeah, I won't be free to do anything live stream wise or anything like that. So I'll be going along to that on Friday. So it's probably going to be like in the evening, so I won't be home in time. Might be quite a late coming home. So yeah, I've got to see Steve Steinman again. I've seen him once before. No, I've seen him twice. This will be the third time I've seen him. I saw him for the Meatloaf tribute he did, and then I saw him for the Ghost Train one, which was the like Vampire Rocks type one. And then this one that he's doing is his brand new program. It's his brand new stage performance. That is like all brand new because he's stopped doing the vampire one. Apparently, he's retired the vampire one, and he's moved on to like something else, and that's basically what we're going to go and see. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, all's good with me. All is good with me. You know, just been getting back into things. Watching TV, watching films, getting caught up with stuff that I've been watching, and that's pretty much kind of been me, really. Oh yeah, TikTok. It went in America anyway. Obviously, mostly this is America, but yeah, it got banned in America, and not very long later, it's back again. So I don't know what that's all about. I mean, I am on TikTok, but I very, very rarely use it. I've not done anything on there for a long while, so I'm not all that bothered personally. But that's the thing. But yeah, so I'm just gonna chill out for the rest of the evening. I'm currently watching an anime called Cells at Work, which is basically all the characters are basically different cells, like blood cells, white cells, within a human body, but they're all like humanized. It's kind of a really interesting look-see of biology of the human body and how certain cells operate in certain things, like how the white blood cell operates, how the all the when it comes to infections and what is interesting is like all like the infections like parasitic ones and food poisoning, anything that goes into the body that causes some kind of a bacterial infection, they kind of like they've done them as monsters, like these big grotesque weird little monster things that they've got to fight. And it's an interesting kind of take on biology of the human body, of how things work and humanizing it in a certain way. It's actually kind of an interesting little thing. So I'm currently watching that on Netflix at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be today's vlog. It's a short one for me, but I've got nothing else to talk about. I've got. I will say this: I've managed to get my hotel booked for TFNation in August. Yeah, Sam came round earlier this afternoon, and we were looking. Well, we were talking about TFN, if it was happening and that for us all. And Sam's coming to TFN again this year in August. I'm certainly going along. But yeah, we were looking at. It came up with looking at the Moxie Hotel, which is next door to the Hilton. And we were like, well, I haven't heard anything specific from my friend Chris. Yeah, Chris usually is the one who kindly books rooms when it comes around to TF Nation. He books rooms for a few rooms, and he just like, kind of like a share, like a hotel room share sort of situation. And it's yeah, I never heard anything. After TFN last year, I've had absolutely no acknowledgement whatsoever whether he did this or not this year. Or last year, as usual. So I've heard nothing. So we thought, well, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. Might as because Sam's coming, so me and Sam are going to share. which makes it cheaper for us both. But like I say, we've never stayed at the Moxie before, and it is bloody. It's cheaper. It is cheaper than the Hilton. Um, I think when we were looking, the Hilton Metropole Hotel where TFNation is hosted, I think it's near at the moment. It's looking like just for 4 days for those dates, a good nearly like 500 quid for 4 days. Or near on that. That's what Sam said anyway. But the Moxie, basically between us, it's a little over 200 quid each, which I can deal with. I can deal with that. You know, just a little over 200 quid isn't too bad for 4 days each. So obviously it's about 400 or so. But what was it? I can't remember now. But yeah, basically, long story short is I try to remember what Sam said now, but I do know with booking at the Moxie, we've actually saved about 130 quid on the hotel room, which is that's a lot of money. 130 quid saved on the hotel room with booking with at the Moxie instead of the Hilton itself. I know when TFN comes around nearer the time and they release the tickets for the event, I do know that they offer a limited number of they get a discounted rate on some of the rooms for the event, which yes, it does bring the price down a bit, but you are still paying a lot of money for the room. But of course, if you was sharing with like a couple of people, then obviously it brings the price down considerably between everybody. But if you think about it, there's only two of us in that one room, and it's just a little over 200 quid for 4 days, which, considering how expensive the Hilton is, whether with the discounted rate and without the discounted rate, it is just all around. Every single year, the price of that hotel goes up. And last year, I had a lot of problems with that hotel. You know, obviously other people had problems with that hotel as well, the Hilton. People being charged twice the amount for their room, because if you paid for your room on your card, they basically took the charge. Some people were, charged two times for the room, which screwed them up for the weekend. You see, so that happened to a fair few people. Also, there was a problem with the access door card keys, which was an absolute balls ache. We could, there was four of us to one room, and we got a card, an access door card each, all four of us. And eventually only two cards worked in order to access the room, and the other two were we could only use to access the executive lounge. So it was kind of like, yeah, we were back and forth multiple times over the weekend to try and get it rectified, and it still happened. But to be honest, I'm actually kind of intrigued about the Moxie. I mean, I've wondered what it's like as a hotel, and obviously it's pretty close by. It's literally a stone throw away from the Hilton, so it's not that far away from there. So we can get there and back relatively quite easily. We're not going to miss anything. We're not going to be too late for anything. So it works out perfectly for the location. But it is cheaper. Like I said, it saved 130 quid. About 130 quid than what I would have paid for the hotel at the actual Hilton itself. But the Moxie, it's like 130 quid cheaper. So come on now. I mean, I am a Yorkshireman after all, so we do like to try and save some money where we can. But I mean, 130 quid, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money, and that extra 130 quid can go towards toys, can go towards food and drink over the weekend. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not going to grumble at that, am I? I'm really not. But yeah, so I've got my hotel booked. Yeah, me and Sam are going to share. So we've got the hotel booked already for TFNation in August at the Moxie. I've got my holiday request form filled out. So I've got my holiday request form filled out. I haven't even put the request form in yet. We've got the hotel booked, but it'll be fine. It should be fine. Touch wood. It should be fine. Yeah, it's still relatively quite early on in the it's still January, so there shouldn't really be a problem with availability with holidays at work. So I'll hand that in tomorrow, the holiday request form. It does have a free cancellation thing on it as well. So if anything does crop up and I have a problem, or both me and Sam have a problem and we end up unable to go to TFN, or we decide maybe there's an issue with the Moxie, and I don't know, if a situation does arise, we do have the option to free cancellation. So that's not a problem at all. But yes, that's going to be today's vlog, folks. Just a little chinwag. Hope you're all well. Hope you do all good. I'll be back next week. I'll be back soon or next week with another vlog. And yeah, take care. I'll be updating you in due course with what's happening with the abroad holiday. That is still very much unsure of the destination. We are looking all over the place for somewhere to go. We're getting a bit bored of Spain, so we want to go somewhere else. And we kind of almost narrowed it down to a couple of locations, but it's looking a bit sketchy. They're also looking at they're a bit sketchy when it comes to security situations in those countries we were thinking about. So we're gonna probably look somewhere else, to be honest, because the last thing I want is to be caught up in some kind of skirmish or some kind of problem. So we're gonna stay well away from them. So, but I will keep you all updated what happens with the abroad holiday, where we end up going or decide to go in the end. But yeah, take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.